should I say how much time, or should I say how many times? Well, both of them are correct, but they mean different things. And this is because the word time has different meanings. And we'll talk about that in one moment. But first, let's just talk about how much and how many to make sure that we understand the basics first. So, how much is for uncountable nouns. How many is for countable nouns. Countable nouns are things that we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very easily. For example, cans. I have 1, 2 cans. We can 1, 2, very easy to see that there are 2. Or remotes. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. We can count them. Very easy. They are countable. However, alcohol is uncountable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we can't count alcohol. We can count a bottle, 1 bottle, but that's different from counting the alcohol inside the bottle. So bottles are countable, but alcohol is uncountable. Alcohol, uncountable. Remotes, countable. Cans, countable. So, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Now, how much, how many? We use how much when we are talking about uncountable nouns. So, how much alcohol is in the bottle? How much alcohol do I have? How many is for countable nouns. How many cans do I have? I have 2 cans. How many remotes do I have? I have 2 remotes. And you can hear that when we use how many, you're usually going to have S on the end of the verb. How many remotes? How many cans? And that's because how many is always followed by the plural form of the verb. Okay, so now we know how much, uncountable. How many, countable. So now let's look at how much time, how many times. So when we think about time, 10 seconds, 2 hours, 3 minutes, 5 days, you can't count time. That's why we have minutes and seconds and hours and days. Just like with alcohol, you can't count the alcohol, so you count bottles of alcohol, milliliters of alcohol. So time, it's the same thing. Time is uncountable. However, minutes are countable. Days are countable. So if you want to ask a question about days, you can say, how many days? If you want to ask about years, you can ask, how many years? But if you ask about time, you need to say, how much time? How much free time do you have today? How much time do you have to talk to me? How much time does it take to make a video? How much time? However, when we say once, twice, thrice, thrice is a word, but I don't usually use it in daily life. But once, twice, thrice, you can also say 1 time, 2 times, 2 times, 3 times. And that is a different way to use the word time. And when we use this time, it is countable. I saw him 1 time last year. I talked to her 2 times yesterday. I feed my dog 3 times per day. So when we use time this way, it's countable. How many times per day do you wash your hands? How many times per day do you check Facebook? how many times. But when we think about time, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 days, 3 years, here time is uncountable. How much time?